If you are sick of shaving or sick of those expensive prices for hair removal in the salon, this video is for you. I'm going to be discussing hair removal with a device that is unique. If you are someone that has been thinking about doing hair removal either in the salon or purchasing an at-home device, so let's get started and let me tell you why the Ulike Air 10 device might be the one for you, and let's dive into all the benefits and features. So this is an IPL hair removal device, which is intense pulse light. So basically over time, the laser and the light is going to target the root of the hair, and over time that's going to help reduce the amount of the hair follicle that is growing back. So it's just going to weaken the hair follicle over time. But what is so unique about this device is that typically on other IPL devices, when you use them, it almost feels like a sting. It's targeting that hair root, so you almost feel like this burning, stinging sensation. The Ulike Air 10 has a Sapphire ice cooling technique, and that's actually going to feel like the device is not even on, because the way that this targets that hair follicle with that cooling technology, you don't get that same sting. The Ulike Air 10 cools as it works, and you might even question if it's even on. This makes this device so much more comfortable to use, especially in those sensitive areas like the underarm areas or the bikini line, where it's uncomfortable to typically use an IPL hair removal device, and it's just going to make the process that much more easy to use, comfortable, and help you really achieve those goals. But I'm going to show you how this Sapphire ice cooling technology shows up here with this fogging. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water on the device right here on the window so you can see how it's going to fog. Do you see how that window has completely fogged up? Just from putting a little bit of water on there, I wanted to show you how cold this Sapphire icing cooling technique works. And you can see that window is completely fogged up. See, this is just wiping off that fog. And this is cold. This feels like an ice cube. I'm not even kidding you. This is like an ice cube right now. And for the amount of power that is in this device, the fact that this is cold, and typically on other IPL devices, I feel like this area gets really warm and heats up, and this has almost like an ice cube right here on the end. So through the entire process, you're going to get that comfort of that cooling effect. Here are some reasons why I think you are going to love the Ulike device as well. It's FDA cleared and it's clinically proven. It's a much easier process. It's a pain-free experience. There are different treatment modes in this, so if you are someone that just wants the ease of using an auto mode, you can glide this over your skin easily and you don't even have to think about it, and that will go ahead and allow you to just do this very easily in under 10 minutes per session. One of the modes is SHR. This is super hair removal mode, and that is if you have a very troublesome area. Let's just say that you have an ingrown hair or your underarm area is a little bit more stubborn to get to. That SHR mode is to target that area, and you're going to turn on that mode and glide over that area. Now that area is going to take a little bit more intensity, which will cause the device to heat up just a little bit more than the regular mode, which will be a warming sensation. Ultra high energy mode into 4 flashes, which is going to make that easier to take. Long-term hair reduction, that is why you're watching this video, right? We want something that's going to remove the hair eventually, making it super easy to maintain. And this device, the way that you use this is just every other day from the first week to the 4 weeks. Just every other day is what's recommended. And then after those 5 weeks, it's just 1 to 2 times a month for maintenance. Now, using the device is super straightforward. You want to make sure that you shave the area. It does come with a little razor. We all have one, but just in case, you do get one in the kit. And then you want to make sure that all the hair is removed, because this device is going to target the root below the skin level. So it's going for the actual hair root, the follicle, and that is what you're going to target with the IPL. Now, when you do the IPL, you need to make sure that you have eye protective gear on. It does come with these super cute stylish aviator style glasses. So you want to make sure anytime you're doing a treatment, you do protect your eyes at all times. Included, there is a super helpful manual, so there are no questions. You have everything you need to know here, from how to use the device, also what skin types and hair types it's best for. So you really don't have any guessing. It's a very short manual, but you have everything that you need here, and it goes through the step-by-step instructions on how to use the device. I want to show you exactly how to use the device, just to show you a demonstration. So you'll just turn on the device here, and you'll select the modes. It will show you everything that you need, and you'll just tap this button right here. Now my arm is like cold, like there's no heating up at all. This device works best for light to medium skin with dark hair. That's just how IPL devices are, but of course in the manual you can go over and see all the skin types and hair types that it works great for. You can use this on so many different areas. We're talking about legs, underarms, bikini line, the arms, even facial hair, but you want to follow those safety guidelines. Typically below the nose is what's recommended. It is not recommended for very dark skin with very light hair. I'm going to show you some real life unretouched photos of before and after for all these different areas, and you can see just how effective this at-home device is. Using this on different areas like the underarm area, you have the chest and the facial hair, the arms and the legs. These are some examples of how effective and efficient this device is, and I cannot believe that you can do this without any pain because of that amazing ice cooling technology. Now, if you are using an IPL or any type of hair removal device, it's always recommended to stay out of the sun and use sunscreen, but that's why it's so great to do this in those fall to winter months when we're not typically in the sun as much. So this is a really great time to start that process, and then by the time spring and summer comes along, you're ready to go. And then again, it's just that monthly maintenance. I think that most people tend to shy away from using an at-home hair removal device because A, it's hard to use, or B, it's uncomfortable and they think it's going to be painful. And the Ulike Air 10 device is completely eliminating all of those issues. So there's really no hesitation to use this device. A great way to think about this is, even if you're looking at the price tag and it seems like it's a little pricey, you really have to think about how much it is to go get one session at a salon. So typically for someone that wants to do, let's just say, a back hair removal, it's going to be a couple hundred per session, and typically you have to go in every week to every 2 weeks, and then you'll space that out over 6 months. So you're talking about $2,000 to $2,500 per area just to go in, and then you have to maintain that. So also you have to go to the location and you have to have someone else do that. So I just think technology and having the convenience of doing this yourself, either by someone that you know, that you can trust, and just doing that in the comfort of your home, and then the amount of savings on top of that, it's a no-brainer to have this device. If it's something that you've been considering or contemplating, is it worth it? If the financial aspect is something that you're thinking of, absolutely 100% this is going to save you money in the long run, especially since you can use this on so many different areas, and it's just a really lightweight device to use. And there you have it. This is my review on the Ulike Air 10 device. Overall, I think that this is probably one of the top ones I've seen on the market. It's super lightweight, and I absolutely love the color. By the way, this is beautiful. They do have some different color options. I went with this one because I think it's beautiful, and I like that it has its own little case too, so you can store this nicely and just keep that conveniently in your bathroom whenever you want to use this. If you have any questions about this device or just IPL in general, I'm always here and happy to help. Leave a comment below, and if you haven't yet, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until then, take care.